Yeah, you did it.
Did it.
Yeah. That when was it? You came in late with the mask last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do it.
That
Dill.
wasn't me.
I had
That
to do.
wasn't me.
Oh, I
That
mean,
was-
when Anonymous cracked in,
Yeah, that was.
I had to do
They
it.
messed up my
That
internet.
was good.
And we're back.
Oh, you did? You said, and we're
Yep.
back.
You bet
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
You
That's-
didn't start the show not saying that.
That's free. You know, anybody can do it.
No,
I
it's,
don't have any.
you are the sort of the Ed McMahon.
Public domain.
To,
Oh man, speaking of which, I don't
mayonnaise.
know if
use Carson.
there's like no way I'm going to be able to find this, but there was an amazing video somebody posted on Twitter of Ed McMahon like taking a bump of coke during the rolling closing credits.
Oh,
Right there on
what?
stage, just
What?
right up
Oh, backstage?
no, on the stage.
Oh, no. Did somebody give it to
No.
He probably had it all the time.
him? Oh, man.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I'll
it
see
was
if I can
awesome.
find that.
It was a different time.
You got to do something while he's sitting there.
Yeah, let me see.
It was a different time. Things were different
Yeah,
back then.
Things were better.
Let's see here. Yeah, there
You
you
do
go.
pump of coke right on TV and I get fired.
There you go. Oh, it's been deleted. I mean, it's still like so. The original tweet is up, but I think it's probably trademarked.
Oh, yeah. NBC is probably like, yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want to disturb the legacy of good Ed McMahon.
Yeah, we don't tarnish his imagery.
At least we want to do something with his corpse, like a cartoon show. Where,
Yeah.
where it's, you know,
It's great.
superhero.
Yeah.
Dead.
Oh, speaking of,
McMahon would be the name of my
Speaking
band.
of fun stuff,
Guffaw,
So,
man.
we could have an interesting time with the audience next week, depending on how things go. So if everything goes according to plan, which they never do, but we'll see. Once in a while, it's going to
The
happen.
whole plan.
Yeah, I know. So we
Yes.
haven't about several years ago. We on FARC we don't currently block ad blockers because people need them. And but
It was like blue blockers.
no, like they were blocking ads instead of the color blue. It's almost the same thing. And so at any rate, we are going to run a test because we haven't done it in a while. When we did it a few years ago, it didn't make any difference, but it's worth checking again just because, we'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't move the needle, it'll be great. But the problem is we'll be doing the live stream right in the middle of that. I'm sure that'll be fun. Can't wait.
Yes. Hey, in the chat it says Afro Man is getting sued by the police.
He is.
Yes.
Afro Man's getting sued by the cops that arrested him because
Yeah.
he made a song making fun of them arresting him.
They want
We
his money.
covered
They want
that
the money he
song here.
made.
Yeah, and so he's selling like T-shirts and shit from the song
Yeah.
that he made about his arrest.
Yeah.
The cops want their cut, fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is. I found it. I didn't pull this one because. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we did this one earlier because he got cops kicked his door in and because they were being jerks and they searched his house and they stole his money and he basically
It was
took all the
beautiful.
footage from all his security cams and made a video out of it that made a lot of money ostensibly and so he's being sued by the law enforcement officials because of I think name and likeness rights or something.
What?
Yeah.
They raided his home.
So, well, here's what's crazy. So they want the money, but then later, farther down the article, it says that they settled the other complaint, which was that they took all his money. Months later, they found it.
Oh,
They gave it back to him.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
It
How
was,
nice of them.
yeah, it was in the back
They
of a
found
police
it in
car.
all
No big
those in all those bank accounts they put them in.
Yeah.
deal.
It
No,
took months.
no, they just forgot to catalog it into evidence. No big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. It was laying in the hallway.
Yeah.
It could happen to anybody.
Oh man. That
Turns
was
out-
an empty locker.
Turns out strippers had it. I mean, that happened.
Fuck.
They
Yeah,
got a lot of money.
it was a. You know what's funny? As a drug dealer took it. But we got it back from him.
Yeah. We beat him up too. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's still going. Yeah, so it was a little bit of a slim week. I don't think we'll have any trouble, but we might if we go a little short. We'll see. It's never happened before, but here we should just jump right in anyway. Though
I mean, we've already jumped in, Drew.
we kind of have. You're right. Here we go. Here's the lead one. Let me fade this out here.
Not everything needs a chatbot.
Yeah, that kind of the best of the headlines this week about ChatGPT this week. I kind of agree with them. The article goes on to say that there aren't really that many places where a chatbot's all that useful anyway. We kind of ignore them. Like, when you go to a website and they're like, "Hi, can I help you with anything?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk to whoever the hell that is." So at any rate, so I pulled this up for a couple of reasons. One, there's some neat sidebars, and two, I started playing with this. It's interesting. When you ask it to generate a lot of text, it doesn't give you anything that would ever pass scrutiny, but it's like 80%, and that's a hell of a start if you're talking like 2,000 words. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, like I would actually say, like, this is the ultimate.
I only function at 80%, so it's perfect for me.
Oh yeah,
I'm only running at 20, so I need that extra 80.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ChatGPT 4 it passed all the bar at a 90th percentile. So lawyers have been worried for a while that their jobs are in trouble, and I think they probably are.
You know what's hilarious is the Writers Guild is about to go on strike out in Hollywood. So all the show writers, are.
Oh no, that's bad timing.
But
here we go.
The Writers Guild also just passed a rule that writers can use ChatGPT to write scripts.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God.
One of the drawbacks of using ChatGPT is that so far the USPTO has ruled that anything an AI creates is public domain. So
yeah, man.
that might be a problem. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've actually been using it to it's great. Like when you're stuck and trying to figure out, like, man, I don't know how to write a paragraph about whatever. And you just go, hey, do it. And then I also signed up for like the business level account, and it's really neat. They got like 100 different flavors of other like bots that are specialized in things. Like one of them, for example, will answer questions but sarcastically. It's not really funny, but it's an interesting idea. But also, it's got one to score comments on social media platforms, and I've got a vested interest in one of those. So we'll see how it goes. We've tried them out before, by the way.
Coffee?
Yeah, no.
I
haven't seen CoffeeBot, although along those lines, did see one that somebody did. They built one because you can modify the base package where you take a photo of your fridge, the inside of your fridge, and then you give it the photo, and it will tell you recipes you can make with what it sees in there.
Oh my God, there used to be a television show like that with Gordon Ramsay called Door Knock Dinners.
Oh, well, it's over.
It was great.
Yeah.
He would knock on your door and then go into your fridge and make something amazing out of whatever was in there.
And cuss the whole time while doing it.
Take the 6-month-old macaroni and cheese.
It was the other Gordon, not Gordon Ramsay. It was the tall
Gordon Fisherman.
Flash Gordon?
Gordon's Fisherman. Gordon's Fisherman, and then he would stab you with his hook if you didn't have fish sticks in the fridge.
Yeah. And every time it's just he would cook fish sticks.
Man, that was that'd be a good campaign ad. Yeah,
next on Fox.
Shit out of that.
Right after Milf Island.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love it.
So American cheese on it.
You better have fish sticks. That's the name of the show. Write that down, Christine.
Yeah. So we got
see what you could be owning right now, Bezos.
So we got so people have been doing ridiculous stuff with ChatGPT. This is pretty good. This is we're not going to spend a lot of time dwelling on these, but this is a collection of photos of women with salad generated by the AI.
Women with salad. Look at how happy they are.
I hope they're happy. It looks like they're
all Julia Roberts happy when she's doing her laugh.
Yeah.
Her famous movie laugh.
Oh my God, terrifying!
It really is.
They're so
it's terrifying. I have not seen ranch on one of these salads. I'm very offended.
Oh, look, here's something blue.
Yeah, it's blue, baby.
What?
Only the finest natural ingredients for that vegan. Look at this old
blue cheese.
Oh, look, she's got it stacked.
Yeah.
She's got a double row. She's got a double row of upper teeth. Look.
Oh, where? This one or that one?
No, right down. Go down. Well,
they both do. They all do, actually.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
Oh yeah. This one does, too.
Oh, baby.
Yikes.
Oh,
baby.
yuck.
No gums, all teeth.
Yeah. Well.
Her gums are other teeth. That's great.
Yeah, so I got some beer friends we're talking about, and they're like, like this is their sort of general complaint is like, why do they got to unleash this on us right now? Oh, speaking of unleashing stuff on us.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my
Hi.
god! It's Christine.
We were just
Oh my
we were
god.
just talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm in Arizona.
That's what we remembered.
Guess what?
Yeah.
But you're dressed
Guess what
for
story we're
Buffalo,
doing?
right?
What?
Okay, guess what story we're doing right now based on this photo?
Oh my god. Orgasmic salad eating.
Of course she goes
Interesting.
right there. Of course she goes right for the sex.
Well, you know.
What's the problem?
That is correct. It's a salad. It's a new salad porn site.
Yeah, finally.
It was Gordon Elliott, by the way. Gordon Elliott.
Gordon Elliott.
Four knock dinner.
She has a large mouth.
Yeah.
She's got double row of upper teeth. A lot of them
It's
have double
AI.
rows of upper
It's
teeth.
AI then.
It is.
Yeah, you got it. Ding, ding, ding. Way to go.
Hey.
Yeah, they have a
got it.
problem with mouths and hands.
Gotcha. So this isn't working for you, is what you're saying.
AI does.
I mean,
AI does not know how to toss a salad. I'm gonna tell you that.
I can do it for me.
It's got a problem with mouths and hands. You just heard her. It can't toss
Yeah.
a salad to save its life.
Can't toss nobody's salad there.
Yeah, man.
Gross.
I'm just like crashing this party, by the way. I'm not here to do anything other than
It's
crash.
too late. You're
That's cool.
already
Where are you?
doing
In
it.
front of a CVS? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's working.
Apparently, I tried to come shopping, but apparently I accidentally found myself in college. So I'm at Arizona State University.
Picking up some young fellas.
Yeah.
Hi, boys. Let me
wow,
give you
look
an
at that.
education you didn't pay for.
That's my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry about calling you
Yes.
a whore in front of your daughter.
She's used to worse. So now we're looking for a place to go shopping because, student housing or Arizona State University has nothing happening here.
What about the university bookstore? I'm sure they have T-shirts.
Yeah, man.
We couldn't find it. All I could find was a bank. And it was Bank of America. It wasn't even a good bank.
What about the student center? Certainly there's a student center where they all congregate.
I stopped listening because my daughter distracted me with
Oh,
donuts.
great. Well,
That's how this goes.
A picture of donuts on it. She's telling me
Oh.
it's not donuts.
it says Arizona
Emergency.
Anyway, so we're in
Oh.
Arizona, and I actually had lunch with the Farker.
Oh, fun.
whoa.
Yeah, Matt Volleyballer
Oh, yes.
Jones.
Yep. Old school.
Yeah,
Did
old
you
school
sell him the
Farker.
dog?
So
Did you sell
I
the
tried to. Yeah.
I know you did.
Anyhow, I'm leaving now because we're gonna go shopping.
Okay.
Have fun on
We,
the
we
ship.
were having a lot of fun until this phone call happened.
Well, I mean, look. I
You're
mean,
welcome.
Get back to the salad.
so anyway. Wait, hold on. Let's see here.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
There she is. Where's show your double row of teeth up?
That's
There's
not,
only one row of teeth, though.
yeah.
You got to lose
not
those gums.
AI.
Get another row of teeth up there.
Yeah.
Come on now. What are
Yeah,
you
it's
doing?
like- It's like a
You
shark.
know-
It just keeps
You're no
rolling and rolling.
salad lover, Christine.
Teeth are definitely something, but that's a whole story for another day. So
Oh my God. We really need to start doing a late night podcast.
Fark after dark.
Every
I'm
episode
telling you.
before
Write it down,
Ross
Christine.
Come on now.
God, if I had my laptop, I would absolutely be registering farkafterdark.com.
We could get your daughter to come in with the college report,
There you go. You saw Bill Murray again.
see what the kids are putting in their butts these days.
Entire jugs of horse drink, apparently.
Yeah, vodka, tampons. Sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, why not? Let's bring it back.
All right, I'm leaving. Going shopping.
All right, have fun.
Good luck.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ridiculous. Fark After
No,
Dark is
that's me.
available. .com is available. How much is it? We got to buy it.
Get it.
How can we buy it right now?
Go, go, go. Just get on Google Domains and snag a copy there.
Who can get it?
Oh, let's see. So there is a sidebar to this article, though. So there's a lot of AI stuff in the news. Here's the dumbest.
Brit scientist wants to send AI human brain into wormhole to explore different universe.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
What is this from the Star Trek
Yep.
newspaper?
Well, so it's from the
Yeah.
Daily Star. Now,
Today.
and I was like, well, you know, I think, maybe this guy's kid. Turns out he's not actually. This dude's actually like a real life physicist.
Is his name Dr. Jekyll?
It's Hatib Salih. Dr. Hatib Salih said he works with University of Bristol's Quantum Engineering Technology Labs. There's a picture of his amazing hair.
Oh, he does. He does look like a scientist.
He does.
Man. That if it's a scientist under his picture in an encyclopedia, I would say yes.
Yeah, it's like straight out of Central Casting, basically.
Yeah, totally.
So I read this article, and the reason I posted it is because I can't figure out what's going on here in the sense that I don't think this guy's kidding, and I don't think he's a loon. Maybe he is. I mean, he could be a quantum physicist and a nutball, but I think what happened is whatever he's proposing here is not what the journalist heard. I don't know what he actually meant, but
what wormhole? What wormhole? Like we have wormholes that we could just go like, yeah, let's put something in there.
He says, wormhole. My basic understanding, and this is going to be probably as wrong as the actual article, but so they've already got something along the lines of quantum physics right now where you can transmit information simultaneously between two places without it transferring, and they usually call this like the Star Trek transporter thing or whatever. But apparently it's a real thing, and
Today news, I knew it.
And so they basically, this guy says that what he wants to do is he wants to basically scan a human brain into make an AI out of it and then shoot it into another universe.
I'll do it. My brain. He can
I don't know if they're calling for volunteers yet, but yeah,
I'll do it.
Okay. Better.
How do I get my name in that?
I'll do it.
Doesn't say.
Gil.
Yeah.
Wait, they send us in together.
We'll both do it.
The best. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, we got to
send
a team.
There's two people looking at a screen.
Space friends.
Wormhole Fark.
Yeah. So apparently with the AI, it can't come back or something. So it's like a one-way trip. It's also not you. It's an AI. So maybe that's okay. But
it's an AI, but will it still be able to communicate with the mother brain, AKA me?
I don't think so.
You don't know. We don't know.
It could
be.
It'll
come back. It'll come back once it understands how it all works. It will definitely come back with an army of whatever.
Creatures that worship us.
Yeah.
As general.
Yeah, or eat us with double teeth.
Yes. Would you like you guys like salads? Shit out.
We went to the salad universe. Here's what we came back with.
You know where they got salads?
Yeah.
Salad bars, yo.
Let's get them. So yeah, so there's that. There's other weird stuff. Okay, this one.
Yes, more AI stuff, I hope.
No, not this one.
JP Morgan Chase thought it had $1.3 million worth of nickel stored in a warehouse. A closer examination revealed bags of stones.
So I always run a few of these stories by my drinking buddies on Wednesday night to see how they like it, and they all agreed that I'm the only person that thinks this is funny.
It is the best.
So I'm in charge of this show. Here we are.
granted 1.3 million to JP Morgan Chase is nothing. It's like us losing a quarter.
Yeah, it could be. It could be potentially a bigger problem. So basically, there's I guess I could just say the name of it if I could. The London Metal Exchange, which apparently is one of the organizations on the planet that if you bought gold or nickel or metal, like has warehouses where that stuff actually is. So like when your grandfather bought gold, watching Fox News because they told him that he was going to have to eat, toothpaste for the rest of his life during the apocalypse. So, and he never got any gold. Well, it's in a warehouse somewhere, supposedly. So the problem with these warehouses is that the crap better be there. Otherwise there's problems. And this is kind of what I find funny about it. So what happened is that they said that $1.3 million worth of nickel is 54 metric tons. So that's
God.
That's a lot. And apparently they've owned it for a while or something. And for some reason this week, somebody went to go take a look and make sure it was all nickel, and it was rocks. It was bags of rocks.
Somebody sold us rocks.
What? I got a rock was one of the headlines somebody said.
Hey.
That's great.
It's like this movie.
These aren't nickels.
Yeah. What's going on? So anyway, this is a little bit of a crisis for these guys because they were talking about how well it introduces doubt into the system, kind of the same way that like collateralized debt obligations crashed the market in 2008 when everybody was like, what are these things worth? We don't know. So there could be a problem if they turn more up. But here's the thing, right? So let's say that we have the wherewithal to pull this off, right? So we go to the warehouse And obviously, they have just caught us having transferred 54 tons of nickel out and replacing it with stones. But do you think that's all we did? I would have gone for bigger targets, but
I mean, what else is in there?
well, other stuff. I mean, it didn't say really, but I'm assuming they got
Some cool scooters.
yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
the,
Tracksuits.
Yeah.
Tracksuits.
Yeah.
Maybe the janitor took the time. Like he picked up a pocket of rocks. He came out with a pocket of nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the
Yeah,
years, he just ended
maybe.
up with-
Yeah, better check
That's how it is.
Nemo's chest to see if her pearls are still in there.
So Homeshine has kind of hit on the sort of the crux of this thing. This isn't part of what the article says. But my point is, they got bags of rocks masquerading as nickel.
That's the
Better check on the gold.
so the bank did put nickel in the thing. It's not that there was delivered just a bag of rocks. They didn't get hoodwinked at that end.
It doesn't say when it happened. Just said for some reason they were like looking this week and they found rocks.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So when did that transfer happen? You know what I mean? Like, it could have been the delivery guys just swapped out, and there's some mob dudes with a truck full of nickel.
Yeah,
selling it on the market.
We better go check on the nickel bags.
Just go to check. They were
I want to
selling
know how that
nickel
call went
bags.
down.
Selling
Yeah.
nickel bags
Hey,
down at the
Brett.
corner.
Hey Brett, I'm in the warehouse. I'm looking at bags of rocks. There's no. Huh?
That's sad, man. Like I said, to me, there's another shoe coming here, which is kind of like, again, if there's bags of rocks masquerading as nickel, has anybody checked the gold room lately? What's going on in there?
I mean, gold is the gold
I'm
even
taking
a
all
gold
my
thing anymore? What is going on? Should I be buying more property? Should I get money out of the bank?
Maybe Bitcoin. I think that's
all
really
my
good.
money
Back into
bank, and then when
I
you
like
spend it all on a meal, and that is it. That's all I have in the bank
that's
anyway.
good.
So,
Buy
No big deal.
I'm going to buy a McDonald's Happy Meal made out of nickel.
yeah. I better hope it isn't actually because
with your nickels, well, with the dimes, because
Yeah.
there's no nickels.
Nickels, yeah. So if there's an update to this story, I'll pull it because I'm waiting. I'm like, there's got to be more going on here.
Somebody grabbed
baby.
After Dark BT Dubs. I read it in the chat.
Good, excellent, great.
We've got
Going
it.
on here. Oh, come on, David, give me my article.
Earth. Oh,
Well,
am
I
reading
just went to
this?
Fark
Oh,
After
wait.
Dark, and it took me to Fark. So somebody,
You know what?
within the
All we
system
really
must
do
have
is
got it.
discuss the headlines anyway. So let's
That's
go.
pretty much
Earth at higher risk of big asteroid strike. Satellite data suggest.
Yes.
All right.
Check out the
big?
subhead.
How
The
big?
subhead's really good.
It would be in the range of serious crap happening.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
that's a quote. Is that a
Yes.
direct quote? It would
From
be
a
in the
scientist.
range of
They're like-
serious crap happening.
they're like, how bad is it? And they're like, well, if it's true.
Is it the wormhole guy that gave that answer?
No, different guys.
Shit.
It's an interesting article. So there's more research needed, but basically a bunch of guys have, I don't know if they were geologists or what, have filed a white paper basically saying that they have been reviewing impact craters that are 1 million years old or younger that we know of. And there are 4 of them. And apparently that's much larger than we thought. In fact, they said since the Earth is covered with 2/3 water, that implies that there were 12 in the last year. And we're talking like big ones. Like we're talking like, there goes the Western United States is big.
Thank God. Bunch of
Western.
hippies.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good. Thank God I don't live out there.
Yeah.
No way, man. Eastern time
Yeah.
zone forever.
Yeah, they get all the disasters out there,
Yeah.
including the asteroids. Yeah, so basically they said that it looks like the odds of a giant, like, mega, like, an asteroid big enough to blow part of the atmosphere out into space, hitting the Earth, it happens about once every, like, less than 100,000 years.
Yay!
Woo!
We're doing it.
the clock for that.
It doesn't say.
Something's gonna get us soon.
Yeah.
There's also a new fungus growing in hospitals.
Oh, I got that
Yes.
one actually here. Hold on. Yeah, let's segue to that real quick.
But the
Moving
apocalypse
on.
is upon us.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. The potentially
There it is.
deadly Candida auris fungus is spreading quickly in the United States.
Yeah, here's a picture.
Guess where you're picking it up? Oh, at the
Yay.
hospital.
Yeah, it's at the hospital. Yeah,
And
basically.
it can ride around on your skin. It's very difficult to not carry around.
And you can't. It's uncurable, and it's got a 30 to 60% mortality rate.
Last of us.
I heard
Last of us.
I heard the origin of this is from a press pack from the release of The Last of Us from HBO. So this fungus
Yeah.
came
Mhm.
from there. They handed it
Yeah.
I
out.
think so.
Which was pressed
So-
where? In China, Illinois.
China.
Illinois.
China,
Yeah,
Illinois.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
China, Illinois. They the FARC headline that got submitted with this, I don't recall who said it was. Or the headline was "The First of Us," and I was like, "Oh, that's good."
Oh yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, here we
That's good,
go.
that's good.
Yeah.
Good point.
Weird.
Well, I look forward to our new mushroom overlords.
Yeah.
I only hope that Putin and Xi's nuke hit us first.
Yeah. Hopefully they will, because man.
Because how about that? They met, and then fucking the missiles really started out.
Uh-huh. Totally.
Oh boy!
So this is the bad news segment.
Boing.
Let's keep rolling.
Brain decline comes later than previously thought.
Yeah. So the Farker that pulled this and submitted it
I want
pointed
my
out
brain
that,
decline earlier.
well, the good news is that it's later than we thought. The bad news is we thought it was 25.
Oh,
Yeah. And the even worse news is it's 40,
it's 26.
40 now. So we're hosed.
Oh,
What's
great.
the age?
Yeah.
What's the age where you
40.
start declining?
Well, they previously thought it was
Oh, I got-
25, and now they think maybe in your 40s at some point, which it's too late.
Yeah, I agree.
I got
I'm
several
living through
years
that.
left before I.
No, I have
Yeah.
many years left, but
Yeah.
we're running out of time.
Yeah.
I hope the fungus gets me before my brain goes.
Yeah, it might. It's open anyway, but yeah, that's all there's there. Just
Fungus,
good news,
fungus.
bad news. What else we got here? Oh wait, there's more bad news. Here we
Any
go.
more good news?
Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand has found its missing
Whoa.
radioactive cylinder. That's where the
Yes.
good news
Oh.
ends.
Yeah. So
Hey, keep that sound on speed dial. We're gonna need it.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Very, very in tune to the green button over there.
Yeah. So when I saw this, I got a little confused for a second because we did cover, I think it was about a month or two ago when Australia lost their cylinder of cesium-137. It fell off the back of a truck in the desert somewhere. And they're like this big. They actually found it though in Australia. They actually located it, which was kind of amazing. Thailand, however, they didn't locate it. They knew it was missing, and so they started like scanning around where's all the radiation, and they tracked it to a scrapyard and found that the container that had been holding the incredibly radioactive cesium-137 had already been scrapped and melted, and they had to shut the entire steelworks down because.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah.
no.
Steel mill.
The half-life is 30 years.
The good news is the pigs will survive.
Yeah, the cockroaches and all that. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Australia had a
uh,
radioactive cylinder, and Thailand. Does everybody have a radioactive cylinder that they
Yeah.
Apparently.
have?
Why aren't those things more secure? They're about as secure as a bag of nickel. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
You're right. You are right.
Let's see here. Okay, this isn't really bad for us.
Journalist opens USB letter bomb in newsroom. Oh boy.
So-
What is
Oh
doing?
boy.
There's an extra angle to this, and the extra angle is that a time-honored cybersecurity trick in order to show an organization how dumb your employees are is to take a bunch of USB keys and throw them around the parking lot. And within 15 minutes, some dumbass has already loaded that into their computer.
Yeah, going like, what's on it?
Yeah. So this was sort of similar. There was a journalist who received an unlabeled USB letter. Well, it was like he didn't know it was a letter bomb. It was a USB key in the mail. So he's like, well, let me see what's on this. Boom. And so that's the first time that's been spotted. Actually, so now not only will it infect your computer, but it might explode.
Well, yeah, like how big was the explosion?
It didn't say. I think he's not dead, so it couldn't have been that big.
It was
my
like
God.
a Bic lighter was lit. It really scared him.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe some confetti popped out. Like
Yeah.
a
Happy
sign that said
birthday.
you're an idiot.
Yeah. So anyway, even if you're a journalist expecting unlabeled USB keys to show up, don't infect your network.
Man, don't fucking plug in random USB keys.
Yeah.
That man, stop it.
It's just a bad idea. Or give it to one of your dumbass friends because apparently they'll all do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, give it to the cybersecurity team at your local work.
Yeah, that works if you got one. If you don't, give it to somebody else's.
Somebody will have one.
Yeah, so there's one around somewhere, but
Don't find one.
yeah.
You got a local cybersecurity team.
Yeah.
They're listed in your yellow pages. Somebody wants the Bible removed from Davis County school libraries. I agree.
Yeah. So this is one of those.
This is a hero right here.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
So apparently Utah got out of the gate early on the book banning thing about letting parents complain about obscene material in libraries.
Yeah,
And so
the Bible's full of it.
they passed it last year. And I remember me and friends have been sitting around over beers talking forever about when's somebody going to file one on the Bible. Well, in Utah, they did. They
Everybody's
basically
fucking
said,
in the Bible.
yeah, there's a lot of porn in there. I mean, they're not wrong. It's like
Fucking
slavery,
and killing. Fucking and killing.
basically. Yeah. So the rest of the article is kind of boring. It describes there's a 60-day process and you get to remain anonymous, but says they be careful what you wish for. It kind of reminds me about how when I think Indiana a few years ago passed one of the most strict religious freedom statutes in the United States, like the next day somebody started the Church of Cannabis.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
That's what you get. And his name was Dill.
It was really, yeah.
It
No, it was
Did you
this
do
guy.
it?
If you look him up, he has this crazy white hair. He looks like the scientist in Back to the Future. Like he's just wild looking, and
That man's
he
team is
he
tough,
definitely started the Church of Cannabis for sure.
Yeah.
There was-
Where is it? In Indiana?
It's in Indianapolis somewhere, I think, right?
Indianapolis, Indiana?
Yeah.
It's still around.
Yeah.
It doesn't get as much press as it used to, but it's around.
Yeah.
Well, who cares about the press?
Yeah, yeah. No, they did pretty good though. So yeah, they're going to be driving trucks through this for a while, I think. So, but anyway, yeah. So if you're backwards ass state, let's see. I live in a backwards ass state. Dill does. Georgia's coming around. Sounds like.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
Who
it
the
can go
hell
either
knows?
way. Yeah. Well, if your backwards ass state passes a law, get out there and get the Bible banned. That's what
We're super backwards. We're always like on the way back end.
Indiana's like pushing the envelope on how far back you can go.
Yeah.
We want to stay way
Oh.
back.
Yeah. There you go.
Americans aren't allowed to eat animal lungs. Why?
Why?
Well,
We're not allowed to.
No.
hey, don't eat that gross thing, you. Okay.
Yeah. It's the one
Eating
part of
dirty
animal
air
you can't
filters.
eat. Yeah, which considering the other
can't,
parts of the
or
animal
you
you can't
shouldn't?
eat. Well, it kind of depends. So it turns out there's a guy who, I mean, I don't understand why people make these things like these. They're like their thing. It's like who's like, what the number one problem in the world is today?
How come I can't get a cow lung when I want one?
I'm gonna start a nonprofit. I'm gonna get in there. So
I thought
Oh,
America was the land of the free.
look who entered the chat, Dill.
Oh, hey, my wife's in the chat. Everybody,
Oh.
behave.
Everybody
I
be
did
cool.
not
be
say
cool.
anything.
Yeah.
Be cool.
So anyway, but the article was sort of interesting. Aside from the question of why does anybody care enough to kick up a fuss, and then somebody wrote an article about it. They have an interesting point, which is there's a statute that says that you can't eat the lungs because they're kind of dirty and gross. But on the same hand,
Yeah.
so are buttholes, and those you can eat apparently.
Yeah, man, you can get chitlins all you want. That's just
Yeah.
intestine.
Yeah, you want intestine? That's great. I'm like, intestine, lung.
You
like-
literally have to wash the poo out.
Yeah, yeah. So they apparently the reason these things are illegal, and this is why the guy's actually mad about it, is because it was 1971, and apparently his contention is that 3 or 4 years earlier, the United States got rid of immigration limits on Asians, and there was a backlash. So they started banning all the food that they got rid of lungs. I guess is what happened there.
Oh, because a particular group enjoyed
What
eating.
happens if we do eat a lung? Do we go
Doesn't
to prison
say.
or what?
You turn Scottish?
You you're like Kirby. You can blow, like you can expand. You can inhale a lot of air.
Like Kirby, yeah.
Yeah, you like the video game character Kirby.
That's great. There was Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
can
I was
float.
gonna say we can eat cow balls, but we can't eat
Yeah.
lungs. I thought this was
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Not in my America. What's next? Our truck nuts?
Yeah. Can't eat those either.
Fastballs.
They're too-
Can't eat our truck nuts neither. What the shit is this?
Yeah, so they this is a long ass article that padded a little bit talking about how things here we go. And there was a really weird little detail. It says the FDA usually tries to float guidelines by, instead of banning things, float voluntary guidelines. For example, asking food companies to reduce traces of lead in baby food
Oh,
from January, not 1956. January.
Hey,
Oh,
you fucking a little bit of lead in your system never did anybody any harm.
Well, or
All
We
I'm
used to
saying,
eat
you
lead
know,
paint.
hey, you like swimming on the bottom? Hey, eat some lead.
yeah. So I like the inference here that in January the FDA is going, hey, baby food companies, there's too much lead
Hey,
currently in baby
puppies,
food.
could you knock it down?
Would you mind coming
Yeah,
up with
that's what
God?
they just asked them. They didn't
Yeah.
like say, hey,
Yeah.
you have to. It was just like, oh yeah, we
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah. Do you mind? They're like, oh yeah, we'll get right on that.
Chill out on that,
Yeah.
Gerber,
So yeah.
Mr. Gerber.
Yeah. So anyway, don't eat baby food.
Oh
No
man,
way.
god damn it!
No
I
baby
got
food
a
lungs.
full of that shit. It's perfect late night stoner snack.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now I'm all full
I
of
hate leaving
lead.
this broadcast. When I leave this broadcast today, I'm told that I can't do certain things.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
baby
A.
food's bad for you.
Yeah. Cadmium is radioactive.
Quote, you couldn't possibly have made it up. End quote. That's the headline.
Yeah, it is.
Adrian Childs explains how he became the internet's favorite columnist and that whole OnlyFans situation.
So
Oh.
this comes into FARC, and it was
Ooh.
I was like, what? Why? Who gets to claim that the internet's like? I was like, who the hell is this guy? And then I read the article, and I was like, oh, I do know who this guy is. Never met him, but he's a guy in England who's become incredibly popular because I don't know what this style of humor is, but he's been writing articles with headlines such as, "I thought it was weird to have a favorite spoon, then I realized I wasn't alone." And we could go to the moon, so why can't we stop my glasses sliding down my nose? Which I'm pretty sure made FARC. Nothing. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Well, let me give you something to work with real
That
quick.
was
So,
the end. Then,
well,
like,
no. So what happened was,
so
is
what?
that-
So what's the OnlyFans situation?
yeah. So there's that. So
Yeah.
it turns out he wrote an article last week, and I remember when this came through, and I was like, now I didn't realize we've linked to this guy before. I never put two and two together, and I didn't even realize when I read this article it was him. So it turns out last week what happened was that he located, or somebody pointed out that there's a guy on OnlyFans who is making a living impersonating him and making more money than he does doing journalism.
Is the man on OnlyFans also jacking off or something?
He does lewd stuff apparently.
Oh, yeah,
or
great,
requests.
great,
Yeah,
great,
it's-
great.
of course.
But he's
That's-
pretending to be that guy, or he is openly impersonating him.
I think he's openly impersonating him here. So here's the article where he discovered it. There you go. Look, there it is.
I made a grand day. I think I'm Adrian Childs. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
would not think that. Yeah, ladies.
I mean, everybody's in something. I guess.
Everybody loves a pasty hunk, huh?
Yeah, pasty white middle-aged man.
I mean, I suppose. Yeah, sure, I suppose.
Yeah, okay, whatever you want. Apparently people pay him to read the football scores while stripping all his clothes off.
Oh,
which
great. That's great.
yeah, it's nice.
And so, what's
Wow.
wrong with it? So is
Well, no, the perplexing part is that for him, it's funny. First of all, that he has an OnlyFans impersonator, and second of all, that guy makes more money.
Yeah.
than he does, which is kind of great.
Well, he should get on the fucking internet and start jacking
Yeah.
off, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck,
apparently
clearly this guy is showing you what you could have, and everybody knows
Yeah.
he's a fake.
yeah, they don't care.
Take,
They're like,
take
okay.
your shirt off, bro. You can
Fucking
earn
start taking
some
them shirts
cash
off, dude,
money.
while you type those articles.
I think he actually says like something to the effect of, he's like, it makes him wonder like what the real Adrian Childs could make. He doesn't want to do it, but
Yeah, exactly right.
he's like, so yeah. Anyway,
Hmm.
the internet's favorite columnist. You know, I'll give it
Opened
to
up
him.
the market.
There's no second. There's not a second one of him, so I'll give it to him.
Yeah, good for the guy getting a grand a day. Good for
I
him.
love that a dude like this is like, you know what I'm gonna do?
him.
I mean, he had
Or
to.
he's just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
everybody, it was like everybody, you know what? Everybody on Instagram thinks I'm this guy. What if I was pulling on it? On
yeah, exactly. They haven't told me. This is
Wow, they thought
Yeah,
I
I
was this guy.
I
yeah,
could
we
use
got
a grand a
interesting
day.
detail there
What
that
do I
Mark
gotta
Twain
do?
had an impersonator.
I mean,
Who made more money
Mark
giving
Twain
them-
had an impersonator who
Yeah.
made more money than he did giving lectures. Was he also
He
pulled his dick?
also jacked off
Tell me
while
that
he
it-
was doing his thing.
He's very popular. Yeah.
Very, very popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody loved him. He
On
was,
OnlyFans?
he was called Mark Twang. Twanging on his wiener.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I love it. Yeah, Mark Twang.
Well,
Oh man.
hey, coldest summer I ever spent was the coldest winter I ever spent was the summer in San Francisco. Look at snowing. Twang, twang, twang. Leaked audio. Leaked audio and staff dispute show chaos inside George Santos's office. Yay!
You get
Yes.
OnlyFans.
It's the Santos of the week.
I said this of the week.
Santos of the week. I don't know anybody that looks like this guy, but that would make money if you like looked like George Santos and went on
You
OnlyFans.
know George Santos is most likely on OnlyFans.
He probably did it himself. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
He's
it
right.
was
really
just
is.
like, I'm sure he's got a wig on.
Yeah, he's there right now, probably.
Campaign money. Campaign money. Am I right?
I ain't got to raise that money. They won't let me illegally sell Amish dogs anymore. I don't know why he talks like this.
Yeah.
That was
So
good. I like it.
there's a little bit of a time loop with what I'm about to tell you, so bear with me here. This is going to sound circular. So apparently there was a staffer who got fired recently from Santos's office, and he recorded the firing. He went right across town to Talking Points Memo and dropped the file off, which they've uploaded to YouTube. I listened to a bunch of it. I mean, it's as dumb as it sounds. It's better to say what they said than to actually listen to it. But anyway, apparently last week of January, when everything went to hell, when everybody realized that literally nothing George Santos has ever said has been true, other than I think he said he regrets having lied, which I believe that, but doesn't stop him from doing
I
more.
don't think he does.
I
I
don't
really
believe
don't think he does.
He may not.
To where he is today. I
He
don't.
regrets being caught, I think is what he actually means by that.
Exactly.
Yes, there you go.
He so the staffer was a former journalist, and he was applied for the job mainly, and it was really funny. He gave a couple of reasons, like I wanted to be close to power, and it's like it's a $50,000 a week job in Manhattan. Like, good luck in your cardboard box or wherever you're going to have to live on that salary. He gave a couple of reasons why he took the job, but the third thing he said, I think, was it, which was someday there's going to be a novelization or a movie about this guy.
Yeah.
And I want to be
of
there.
course,
And I'm like,
man.
okay, that's
Yes.
legit. I can do that.
Fan cast him. Who's gonna play that guy?
Oh man, I don't know actually. Who do you think?
Harvey
Me.
Guyen from What We Do in the Shadows. That's
What about what's his name from that '70s show?
Oh, that's a good one.
who?
The exchange student guy.
Oh yeah, what's his face?
Yeah, that guy.
Vilmer Delmeron.
Elmer Del- yeah, that guy. Yeah,
His name is. Is he a little old in the tooth for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
St. George Santos, isn't he? I think Harvey Guyen from What We Do in the Shadows.
yeah. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
want
yeah.
Gary Oldman to play him.
Gary, I would
Oh,
see
Gary
just-
Oldman.
It wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, that would be great.
Nope.
Yeah.
How about
It would not.
RuPaul? What if RuPaul?
Yeah, that would be
Perfect.
good. That'd be fun.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So the guy goes in to get the job, and it turns out that he said he might have had the job for about 5 days, but he couldn't get him to give him the thing to sign for employment. And finally, they called him in, and he was a little worried that they might be ready to fire him. But what was interesting was initially they asked him where he had been because he'd missed a few days, and he said, and this is on the audio tape, that he had been traveling a little much recently because Botox is $100 a dose down in Bogota.
Oh
And
yeah.
this isn't Santos saying it, it's the new hire, but Santos gave him crap saying you got to stop doing the Botox in Colombia. But at any rate, he said, so they let him go because they were afraid of how this guy's reputation was going to look
Yeah.
if Santos's office hired him. And the guy's reaction was, but you're George Santos.
Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah, how dare you?
Reputation.
I am on brand for you, sir.
So this is where it goes circular. So it turns out the reputational problem is that the guy who was up for the job, who leaked this audio, was a journalist who was involved in a year-long lawsuit in Ohio for illegally recording a conversation and dumping it online while being a journalist.
Oh man.
Ta-da!
Oh, great.
Ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, and they even
Small.
joke about it on the recording he's making, where they're like, "He's probably recording this right now," and he was. So there you go.
That's so great. That is just the best.
Man, you cannot make this stuff up. I mean,
Wait, that what that one guy said about
Yeah.
his OnlyFans page.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you really can't. Yeah, like if you told a lie about that, people would be like, "Whatever, man, sure." Oh, man. Anyway,
what-
Santos of the week.
What if Danny Trejo played
Yeah.
George Santos?
That was pretty good.
That would be perfect.
It would be terrible.
Yeah,
But it would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be funny.
Danny DeVito should play George Santos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gunned
Yeah,
down,
these are all
gunned
good.
down and burned by the Nazis. The shocking true story of Bambi.
Yeah.
Oh, Bambi killed.
Uh-oh.
Nazis killed Bambi's mom.
Yeah, so the lead actually implies that the Nazis killed Bambi's parents and his family, and that's actually not true, but it's sort of true. I did not know this, so I knew that. I mean, Disney was until Walt Disney Company started kicking copyrights up into the stratosphere. They pretty much ripped off other people's content that had gone into the public domain back when it was only 25 years, not 95 like it is now. And Bambi was one of the books that they grabbed. It was written by a guy who was German, or he might have been Swiss. And the reason I say that is because he eventually was in Switzerland at some point because had to get out of there because of World War II. Anyway, he wrote the book in 1922, which means it's public domain, so we could do a movie about it. Where basically it's an allegory for fascists attacking marginalized peoples. And when Walt Disney got a hold of it, he's like, well, we got to dial that down because no kids are going to want to watch that. So they kind of changed it a little bit, but they still have the fire in the forest. Turns out in the book, it's being set by people that are trying to kill all the animals, which mean the Jews, basically, is what it is. And what's interesting about it is that they said as evidence that the Nazis did understand what the point of the story was. This was one of the first books they banned in Germany. When
Yeah,
they came to
of
power.
course. Hey,
Yeah,
man, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Disney hated the Irish.
I mean, who doesn't? I hate the Irish. I mean,
But I can't pick on them in a movie. You're going to pick on the Jews. Why not?
yeah, the Jews. Exactly. There was an interesting quote in the article, too, that was sort of a one-off where it said, even sort of dumbed down, though, it was still a pretty scary movie. And in fact, they said that Stephen King, to this day, says that Bambi is the first horror movie he ever saw.
Yeah, Bambi's a terrible film.
It really is.
Very
It's pretty
fair.
bad. I mean,
Very
Terrible
fair.
film. The voice on it. The only good appearance of Bambi is Godzilla meets Bambi.
yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
You can absolutely bet that. All right.
Oh, adios, Bambi. I can't believe you haven't been canceled yet. Winnie the Pooh film dumped in Hong Kong amid censorship claims.
Yeah,
Jesus, is it because of Xi?
probably. It's a little
Is it
complicated.
that violent Winnie the Pooh film? The bloody
Yes.
one?
Blood and honey.
It's just literally masks.
I gotta see it.
It's masks from this one store I follow, this one company that makes masks. I follow them on Instagram.
Very nice.
And like they snatched those masks as soon as the thing went public domain. I think they already had the movie in the can.
Oh man, I bet. Yeah, because I mean, they thing came out so fast.
It's like shot on an iPhone or something.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
It
Yeah.
really is like super crazy low budget.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's Winnie the Pooh went into the public domain, and so some folks made Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, a horror movie that released globally. I think it was in the United States a few weeks ago. Not 100% sure because Cocaine Bear came out around the same time, and I feel like they might have sucked all the air out of the room for bear horror movies. But anyway, so it was attempted to release in China, and in fact, as of a week before the release date, they were actually selling tickets, but the day of the release came around, and no cinema in Hong Kong had it and had no comment as to where it went. They pulled it.
Yeah, we can have Winnie the Pooh
Uh-oh.
rolling around killing people.
So when they asked them whether or not, so they asked the Chinese government, did you guys censor Winnie the Pooh? Because it turns out that I forget when this started. I don't think it was a South Park episode per se that kicked it off, but at some point everybody pointed out that the president of China looks like Winnie the Pooh, and it really pisses him off.
really caught on at the beginning of the pandemic. Is really when it just
bother.
exploded onto the scene. Is that like because it was the whole everybody was like this came from China, and then it was like you can't blame the Chinese blah, 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 blah. And then the Winnie the Pooh thing really started whipped around, and then Xi like banned Winnie the Pooh because the whole thing is that the character's supposed to look like Xi, kind of.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, they're kind of doughy, I guess, and so
Yeah. Kind of was like, oh, Xi looks like if he spoke English, he would speak in Winnie the Pooh's voice.
yeah, he really does. That's exactly it. I think they realized the problem. Yeah, so they've banned Winnie the Pooh in China, but they didn't ban this movie. And so the Chinese government said, and they're right, they didn't. They said the cinemas just chose not to show it, is what happened.
Be- because
Well, yeah.
our great emperor won't allow it.
Yeah. What do you think?
decided
gonna
not
happen?
to show
There
it
may have
because
been
we like-
some suggestions from
Yeah,
the
we
local.
enjoy our theater not burned to the ground.
Yeah.
We have decided
Yes.
to not show it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like my head on my shoulders. No,
Yeah,
I
we're
like
not
my
going to take that
theater.
one.
I like my theater not in a Chinese prison, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
show something else.
Every
Yeah.
audience member tracked and executed. Their entire
Yeah.
family has been disappeared. Oh, great.
I think you're onto something. I think that's what happens every.
She doesn't wear pants. That's why you never see a picture of that guy from the
Yeah.
way. He's like Winnie the Pooh. He is like
Yeah, he just walks around.
Winnie the Pooh.
Let it all fly out. Yeah, exactly. So.
He got stuck in a nuclear power plant once, and just his ass was hanging out, and they drew a happy
Just like
face on it.
Pooh
Jimmy
got
Carter.
stuck in Rabbit's hole that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They drew a chicken on it though, because it had to explain the nutsack. Anyway, former TV star, now a chicken rescuer, found not guilty of Foster Farms theft. Oh my God, how serendipitous!
Chicken Rescuer. That's a great title. So this is Alexandra Paul, who was on Baywatch. She was in the opening credits, according to some stuff I saw. But I don't know. I didn't
like
really
three Pams after Pamela Anderson.
Probably, yeah. They so I had to dig into this because I was like, man, what happened with this chicken thing? So apparently what happened was that about in September 2021, her and her husband, that doesn't look like her husband. But anyway, this is what happened. I watched the video of it.
Don't judge her. Don't judge her husband.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a man bun. I can't tell. Anyway, so yeah, there's a video of them running up to this semi tractor trailer parked somewhere, full of chickens, and they go right to between the cab and the back of it, and then they kind of reach in and pull out 2 chickens and run off with them.
They just run. They're stealing chickens out there.
Just 2, and they left the other 100,000 in there to die.
Wow. Wow.
So
Oh well.
they were charged.
Hey, man, they
apparently,
didn't say how many they'd rescue.
they rescued 2.
Yeah, they did. They didn't give a limit.
Yeah.
They were
I mean-
they didn't make any big promises. We just said we'd rescue some chickens.
Yeah, we couldn't carry more than 1 at a time. I mean, that was the problem. They didn't realize how squirrely those things are.
Oh my God, what a dipshit!
So
Oh,
they
well.
got hit with misdemeanor theft charges apparently like 18 months ago, and I guess this trial's been going on since then, and they were finally acquitted. Now it doesn't say why, because there's a video of them reaching into the truck and pulling a couple chickens out. Not that they should have gone to jail, but they look guilty to me.
Maybe that judge enjoyed her work on
These
Baywatch.
2 did not get in
I'm
trouble
saying.
for choking chickens out when they
She
pulled them
did,
out of there.
didn't.
That's
Not when they described choking chickens while she was in her Baywatch costume.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
came up. I'm
No,
sure it had to.
this
No.
trial is dismissed.
Please, I have to go to my chambers real quick. This trial's dismissed.
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll be back.
You sound like
Yeah.
you sound like the judge from Pet Cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I also wonder too whether or not, because like, what's a wholesale chicken? Like, is it $1?
Yeah,
is
I
it
don't
even
know.
a
I don't know.
$1?
Chickens are expensive right now.
Yeah,
Chicken and
true.
shit, that shit's
Yeah,
expensive.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's
So, I
not the
don't
chicken;
know.
it's the eggs inside that are gold.
You know how many chickens are inside that one chicken?
It's eggs. Yeah. That's
More
what you squeeze.
chickens in there.
Yeah.
All you need is 2.
There's
Yeah.
those eggs are worth more than the nickel bags in a
Fuck it,
warehouse.
man.
that they're
That's
supposed
what they
to.
were gonna. They were gonna put eggs in there. They're like, well, what are we crazy? We should just put rocks.
Yeah. Oh, good time. So anyway, yeah, that's what happened there. And finally, this is kind of cute.
Kind of cute.
Kind of.
South Jersey veteran brings therapy ducks to senior living facilities. Oh,
Look at that.
look
Again.
at those ducks. Look at that guy in a hunting jacket. That's kind of suspect.
He's gonna go kill some ducks.
Yeah, he's like, yep, these. I figured you should say goodbye to them before I go cook them.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. I love these. Ma'am, those are full of mites. We got
there's
these out of a pond.
There's no point in playing the audio for this because he just kind of talks about how this is his life's
Yeah.
dream to basically
Ducks
take
to old
ducks and
people?
put them on 100-year-old people so they can poop on them.
Oh my God, man!
There's
Before you
there's a pee
die,
pad.
Yeah.
before you die, might I put a duck on you?
Yeah. And she's like, I did not ask
This-
for this. I don't want it.
It's
This
crushing
duck
my
will
pelvis.
guide you to the through the gateway.
Like, yeah, it's,
The duck's
the
got a
death
little
duck.
sickle and a fucking robe.
it's a death duck.
yeah,
Yeah, again, I don't know why people decide to make certain things in their lives work. I wouldn't pick this, but on the other hand, he seems to like it, so I guess it's working out.
Yeah,
But,
good for him.
but
Good for him.
Ducks.
Yeah. Ducks to senior citizens.
It's just such
It's
an
angel
odd
feather.
choice.
Yeah, I know. Ducks.
Ducks.
I don't know. He says he's got like 30 now, which I bet that house is awesome.
30 ducks?
He's up to 30
For
ducks.
old
He didn't bring them
people.
all.
He's
Yeah,
got
for old
30 old people hanging around. They can't get enough of those fucking ducks.
I think what he had to do is get them all together and put them all, let them
That
loose
guy's
all
like-
at once.
That guy's like, bring these cats back anytime you want.
My God. If they snuck in at night and just released all the ducks, and so those old people woke up
Yeah.
to a house full of ducks, it
Oh,
would
yeah.
be the best.
That would be awesome. I wish they would do that. That would be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well,
Yeah.
where is this guy?
New Jersey.
Oh, in South Jersey. Ducks.
Yeah.
Bringing ducks to the old folks is his
Yeah.
living dream, and he made it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations, sir.
He's living it.
Salute.
Yeah. He's living it.
Yeah.
All right. And
Living the dream.
that's all that happened this week.
Oh, man.
Nothing else.
That was a good one. Not good. We
So
came
we're
up with-
all gonna die, and there's who guide us into the afterlife.
yeah, which one's
Yeah.
gonna kill us first? The asteroid or the fungus? What's gonna
I think maybe a combination because there was a separate article about they found some organic molecules or semi-organic molecules on an asteroid recently that they think that it was that whole like Earth like life writing in from other.
Space
Yeah.
zombie
Space fungus.
virus.
Didn't they-
Let's hope it-
Didn't they bring
space
some back
virus.
to Earth to look at it or something? Or did they do that with that asteroid
Well, so there was-
fungus?
The recent one where they found I forget what some kind of proteins or something or RNA I can't remember, but there was another one like during the Clinton administration where they thought they found bacterial like microbes from Mars, and it turns out no, somebody just left the lab open too long and
Yeah. they
spilled some
got
yogurt on it or something.
That happens. I accidentally left
Yeah.
the lab door open. Sorry.
got
Yeah,
some
my bad.
Here we are.
red clay dust in there, and they're like,
It's
"Oh,
toast
from
fungus.
Mars."
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what's going to kill us. One of those things, probably. It could be anything, really.
Hurry up,
Oh well.
says
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Bing.
That's it.
Get me off
Oh,
this
man.
goddamn rock.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I don't think we missed anything this week. We actually dragged in a couple. Did we miss anything?
Missed Christine.
Well, other than Kristen. Yeah, who is in, much to her surprise, in Phoenix, not Buffalo.
Uh, yeah, the thing is, not only was she mistaken about the city she was going to, she was with her daughter at a college. Like,
Yeah.
how can you screw that up?
Yeah, well, I just have to assume they meant to go there. I don't know.
You're
Yeah,
looking
of
for a
course.
CVS, and suddenly there's a college.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
in college.
Yeah, it happens to everybody, I guess. Well,
Oh, well.
very good, guys. Hey, you guys got any fun plans this weekend? I don't. I'm not doing
No.
crap. No, I mean, I'm going to go sit outside and drink
Work.
beer. Yeah.
They're
That's right.
right now. They're currently drilling under the road in front of my house to bring electricity to a new barn that I have.
Oh, you guys don't have
I don't-
electricity?
I'm-
Oh,
Well, we do, but the barn that we built does not. So
Oh, okay.
I could hear it's shaking the house a little bit when they're drilling putting the cable
Oh, yeah.
or I don't know what they're doing out there. They've blocked traffic in front of my house.
oh,
good.
nice.
So
Yeah, you're
Lemonade
that
stand.
a day or two.
Go sell them coffee.
Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
should. I should pull the trailer
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. Sell them coffee. Who wants coffee? You're stuck in traffic.
Hey, you guys,
Yeah.
10 cents off, huh? You're working on
Yeah, Yeah. I don't know who made them do this. There's no telling. It could be anybody.
Right.
Yeah, actually, my
here's,
neighbors are. Sorry, go over.
There's
Yeah.
a picture of my road.
Ah,
this
it's
morning.
all
Okay.
cones. All
Cones.
cones because of Dill.
Man,
Yeah, I did that.
Dill's road of cones.
yeah, I had a knock on my door this morning at 8:30, which is earlier than usual, and it was my neighbor. And she's like, "Hey, we're having one of our trees in the front yard." And this is how I heard it, by the way. Let's have one of our trees get cut down in the front yard. You might want to move your car. I'm like, "Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Thanks a lot." So I moved it, and she said, "Yeah, actually, there's two trees in the front yard. There's one in the middle, and there's one next to the house." And she says, Yeah, that one next to the house. It's like it's just too close. We had those windstorms. There was some damage. She's like, we're going to get it cut down. I'm like, okay, great. So I leave the house an hour later to go run some errands, and I think they cut down the wrong tree.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, but I went back out there to get the mail a little bit, and now there's 2 trees gone. So I think they're just still going. Cutting down
Is
all
your
the
car
trees.
okay?
Kill the trees. Fuck those trees. Who needs
Yeah, that's right. They're dead anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So good times.
Well, all
All
right.
right, well, I think that's it for this week or so. We'll be back next week. There's unless like Trump gets thrown in jail and sucks all the life out of the news side.
Right.
That's actually happened before, so that's why I'm warning.
But also, this is all according to him. So come on, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. I think he's going to get arrested. It's just a matter. On the other hand, I mean, I'm actually starting to feel like we can make fun of politics again. So if it's dumb enough, maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, great.
So
Yeah, we'll call it the World According to Trump special.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, we'll still get a Santos of the weekend there. I'm sure he'll do something.
And Fark After Dark.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fark After Dark.
All right, guys. Well, have a good weekend, and we'll see everybody else back here next week.
Yeah.
Take care.